Sinister on the track. You feel like
Some of these, they just got to hate. They just got to hate. They just got to hate. Some of these, they just got to hate. And it's always from your spot.
Frank Nitty looking at my Rolex. The clock strike me. I'm in the studio one day, right? Red boy pull up. He like, yeah, man, Fat man, we about to do a song, man. My nigga just got out of jail. He finna come in here and do a verse. Right?
I already know.
I'm like, all right, cool. You know, I'm like, all right, bet. I don't be knowing none of them people, dog.
Yeah.
I'm a schoolboy. I'm doing beats. That's all I know.
Yeah.
So when everybody pull up, dog, it's a few niggas coming in the studio, man. This big, tall, dark-skinned nigga coming in there, man. What's up, man? I'm vicious. I'm like, what's up? Like, yeah, man. He came and he did a verse. He had did a feature.
Yeah.
He was fresh out of jail, dog, and he did a feature for the Entourage, bro.
Yeah,
I'm like, man, this nigga got a different type of voice, bro. But he heard some of the beats I was doing.
Right.
So he was like, yeah, man, get some of them beats, man. I'm about to work on my album. I'm fresh out, man. I'm about to work on my solo album, bro. And that was when he was working on Ball Like Kobe, dog. So it's crazy how all my relationships ended up merging into different opportunities. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, but you knew Vicious before that, right?
No.
So you didn't know about X Mob and all
No,
that?
I knew about him.
But you didn't know him.
I didn't know him.
Okay,
Because Michael Lockett used to do like show tapes and show mixes for X Mob. So I heard about X Mob. But dog, think about this. I had no clue X Mob was from Lake Charles.
Okay.
I thought X Mob was
from Cali. Yeah, they had
like
a Cali
some
vibe.
national shit.
Yeah, they had a Cali vibe.
Yeah, I just remember seeing the CD at the studio, the white CD. They all on the front, the cover with the Cadillac, whatever that car was. And I was like, man, I just remember hearing Maba Die. And I'm like, man, that's Pimp C. They gotta be big.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And then, but see, that's what I'm saying. When I met Vicious, I did not know Vicious was from X Mob.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? Because I never knew who X Mob was.
Right.
So when they telling me Vicious, you know, man, I'm green, man. I'm, like I say, man, I'm 18, 19 years old at this time.
Right.
I don't know who that is. Until I got to work with him on Ball Like Kobe, then I realized,
right.
Got it. This was after his deal with Eye for an Eye. This was after Ball Like Kobe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he had just went through 2 labels and had just dropped like 2 classic albums, dog.
Yeah.
Ball Like Kobe and
that was
Walk Like a G.
That was classics.
You got people right now in the 337 got to fuss for 5 hours on which album is better.
Yeah.
It could never end.
Yeah.
Right? But for whatever happened, I don't know all the details, but whatever happened, it just both situations wasn't available no more. I mean, you know, with stuff happening and it just those resources wasn't available.
Right.
And Vicious was there. Now keep in mind while this is happening, he's still trying to maintain the Vicious
name, his
you know
legacy and everything.
And the first beat I ever did for Vicious, dog, is a song called I'm About My Business.
Boy, I was just about to look. While you was talking, all bullshit aside, while you was talking, I'm thinking, while you was talking about the and I'm like, bro, that fucking About My Business. Because Vicious come on that bitch and say, this the closest I'm going to get to that X Mob shit.
Since Pimp C and Bun locked up.
Pimp C and Bun locked up.
Because Pimp was in jail and Bundy was still in jail.
Yeah.
So they see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There was nothing left for Vicious at that point in time. Now, I'm not saying nothing left, but what he had wasn't available no more.
Yeah.
Pimp was locked up. Bundy was in jail. The label wasn't in place no more. After Walk Like a G, things was kind of like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, and I didn't think he was going to say that.
Yeah, he said that bitch on that intro.
I ain't think the man was going to say that, dog. That's the first beat I ever did for Vicious, dog.
And that bitch was hard.
I'm about my business.
That bitch
I'm out
was
that
hard
moves
as
too.
fuck.
I'm out that drama.
And look, shout out Dolby, that's both our dog. While we talking about it, because I first heard that song on the Dolby mixtape.
Right. That's where all the exclusives would go.
That's where it would go. Mm-hmm. I'm like, man, that beat is fucking ridiculous.
Right.
You know how Vicious already coming on there with that beat. Yeah, that was that. And what he said at the beginning of the song was facts. That was the closest he was gonna get to that shit.
I'm gonna bring a full circle moment with me and VI, dog, which led to our album.
Yeah.
So when you was asking me how it started, how we ended up doing the album, keep in mind that's the first beat I ever gave Vicious. Was About My Business. This bitch on the mixtape, this on the radio, it's in the clubs. I'd go to Rain, Lex running that motherfucker in the club. I'm watching people sing this
That was
shit
that
word
shit.
for word, right? And I'm watching people perform his lyrics. I'm listening, you
Yeah.
know? So cool. Now keep in mind, this is around 2005, early 2006,
Facts.
right?
Facts.
So he comes back, he like, hey man, look, man, I need another song, man. But you know everybody on that Houston shit right now.
Uh-huh.
So this is when I'm still tipping on 4/4s.
Yeah.
Everybody was coming with these screwed samples,
Fact.
right? So he's like, man, I gotta make a song like that. I said, oh, sampling? Nah, me. I'm a hip hop head, right? I came in the game sampling.
That was right up your
That's
alley.
up my alley. But he was like, nah, I don't want no sample. I want you to find one of my songs, nigga, and take a line out of one of my songs and turn it to a hook like them niggas in Houston doing.
So that's what Vicious said. I know where you're going. I know what song you're going.
Now, the only song I had access to was About My Business.
Right.
So he's saying, man, take one of my, I'm like, nigga, I don't got your music. You know what I'm saying? But I had the session to About My Business because I recorded it. So I'm listening to About My Business, dog. And I'm thinking about how I saw people react in the club and that third verse played. And that man said, meet me at the Circle K and park by the payphone. I got some work, nigga, to help you get your weight on, get your skate on, and some. And I'm like, when he in the club and he rapped that part, I'm watching every nigga in the, you know, every nigga that had beepers and cell phones with a little bit of diamonds. When that part came on in the club, niggas was saying, meet me. I said, that's what I'm taking.
That's what niggas see. That what
That's
you
what
just
I'm
said.
thinking.
That's what niggas don't understand.
Right.
It take niggas like you,
Right.
that's
To
a
pull that
music
out.
head,
Yeah.
that'll know that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. And
'Cause
he didn't even tell me.
He didn't tell you. I already know you're going. He didn't tell you to sample that part.
No.
You sampled that part.
Yeah. He said, man,
Wow.
find a line in one of my songs that's cool. Because think again, man.
Bro.
People keep forgetting Vicious was real tied in with Cash Money Records as well.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I remember.
Baby.
Yeah, he was on
Him and
BG
Baby
them
was
early
childhood
shit.
partner.
Yeah, I knew that.
Vicious is on BG's first album.
Yeah,
I
BG
think.
first album.
So he was just saying that, man, look at what Houston doing. You got to study the niggas that's in the game.
Right.
Man, look at what Fresh them do at Cash Money. Hot Boys, whatever Lil Wayne might have
Right.
said cold line, they turn that to a hook.
Right.
Juvenile says they
Right.
recycling the good parts
Right.
and turn them recreation.
Right.
So he's like, man, you got a brain, you smart, man, you an intelligent little nigga, man. Find one of them lines in one of them songs and turn that to a hook. So that was my task.
So
All
damn.
I had was the session to About My Business. That's why Meet Me at the Circle K got
Wow.
You feel?
Damn, bro. Hey, boy, you just gave me some game. Look,
Yeah,
niggas be
bro.
wanting to know how all that shit came about,
Yeah,
man.
So,
So
I'm letting the
damn, that's-
acapella play in the studio, and I'm like, nah, not that. No, not that. No, not this. And for some reason, it was all the way in the third verse. It wasn't even the main part of the song. You go listen About My Business today. The very end of the third verse, the man says, meet me at the Circle K and park by the payphone.
Say, bro.
I got some work. And I said, if I screw this, will it work? His
Okay.
voice is just so, you know.
But on that topic, fam,
Yeah,
you know how important that fucking line is?
I know.
To a street nigga?
I know.
Niggas literally used to go to Circle K and park by the payphone,
Oh,
bro.
man.
And wait, cause niggas had beepers.
You had
Go
to
and
use
fuck
the
with your
payphone
plug
before the
or
cell
whatever
phone.
you
Right,
going to do.
Right.
So you pulling up to the payphone to
Right.
go. So all them niggas in from that era,
Right.
that's automatic.
Right.
You know, cause it's a different. Even though he said it in that song, that By My Business, but it didn't have the effect that it had
When I made it a hook.
when you made it a hook.
Right. Right.
That hook brung that light, cause that's some real life shit.
Right. Right.
Yeah, that's
And
it's vivid. Like you
Oh.
could picture a nigga parking by at Circuit K by the
Right.
fucking payphone. But
Yeah.
that Circuit K was different.
Right. Because he was preaching on that.
It was different.
Yeah. He didn't that Circle K was a direct song about a certain type of nigga and a certain type of topic.
And he couldn't miss.
Yeah,
it was straight to the point.
That was custom made music for a certain crowd of people, dog. And bruh,
Man.
he did not get in my way. That man said, hey man, he used to always call me the Kanye West of the South.
Right.
He used to be like, man, Phat, man, that little nigga Phat, man, that's the Kanye of the South, man. This nigga rap, this nigga make beats.
Yeah.
Y'all sleeping on that nigga,
Yeah.
bro. He was like, Phat, find a line and make a track, and whatever you come up with, I'm wrecking that bitch. So I was like, dog, I'm coming up, and I'm doing exactly what he asked me. That's why I'm chopping up the set.
Right.
Meet me at the Circle K. I'm bringing it in like a
Man,
DJ. You know what I'm saying? And people was like, my partner was like, man, you didn't screw it enough. It gotta be screwed. And I'm like, but we not Texas.
Yeah. Nah, that
I'm
bitch
screwing it just so it could
Yeah, just so
I'm
it could.
not
Yeah.
trying to emulate
Yeah,
Texas. And man, I put that drum beat and I added that little organ because I was in my honor to Pimp C, you know. I had the organ in the background and my partner Big Chris was on the sofa and that nigga was like, woo, man, you make me want to pull my beep out.
Man, you know how many souls y'all touched with that fucking song?
Bro. I didn't know. I had no
Man,
clue.
that's
I didn't know how big Meet Me at the Circle K was until I watched him perform it. Like, people expect to hear you under Pimp C.
Right.
With all this street, man. You VI, you vicious.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you just walk like a G, nigga. Like, I don't know if the pressure, like, was on me. And I'm like, I don't know if you want to pass me the rock, dog. Like, it's like Shaq saying, nah, nigga, you Kobe. You the Kobe of this shit.
We about to turn up. Hold up, hold up, hold up. We about to turn up. Hold up, hold up, hold up. We about to turn up. We about to turn up. We about to turn up. I said them send the back, them send the back, the troops in the back. They don't know how to act. I said them hold up, hold up, hold up. We about to turn up. We about to turn up. We about to turn up. Hold up.
You heard me green rocket with nitty, put your mouth on the titty. That's all I'm trying to tell you.